Hello, everyone, and welcome to our channel, The Audible Review. Today, we're doing a deep dive into, well, a truly remarkable source, The Imitation of Christ by Thomas à Kempis. Now, this is a 600-year-old spiritual classic, basically a manual for the art of living. And our mission today is pretty straightforward. Pull out the core wisdom you can actually use, like right now, to cut through the noise and find some inner stillness.
It's fascinating, because it was written way back in the early 15th century, originally for monks, yeah. But its message, its power, it really goes beyond any specific religion. It hits these universal truths: discipline, humility, patience, how to manage your inner world.
Right. And the book itself, it's got four main parts covering the inner life, interior life, consolation, that sort of thing. But what really jumps out is how simple it is. It's not trying to wow you with philosophy. It's trying to, well, wake you up. And it starts with this quote that feels almost revolutionary today, especially with how fast everything moves.
Oh, absolutely. Kempis doesn't really ease you in. He just drops this challenge. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity except to love God and serve him alone. I mean, that's a real stop and think moment, isn't it? It forces you to look at where all your energy is going, chasing status, approval, whatever, and it basically calls it empty.
Okay, so let's make this practical. Let's talk about things to actually try. We've pulled out four key lessons from the book. First one, humility is strength. Now, for someone, say, focused on their career, striving, doesn't humility sound a bit like, well, giving up or weakness?
That's the key point Kempis makes, I think. Humility isn't about putting yourself down. It's more like an accurate view of yourself. It frees you from needing everyone else's approval, from that constant ego-driven striving. When you operate without that baggage, you find real inner strength, resilience.
Okay, that makes sense. And it seems to lead right into the second lesson you flagged. Detachment brings freedom.
Precisely, yeah. If you're constantly chasing approval or status or things, you're essentially tied to those external forces, aren't you? True freedom, or lightness, as Kempis might put it, comes when you stop that chase. Detachment lets you focus on the doing, the quality of your effort, not just the outcome or the reward.
So it shifts the focus inward, which brings us to number 3. Inner peace requires silence. This feels incredibly relevant today with all the notifications, the constant noise.
It's the direct counter-strategy, really. Kempis basically says, look, if your mind is chaotic inside, changing your location won't fix it. You can run away, rearrange your life, whatever, it won't work. Peace comes from changing that inner chatter. And that needs deliberate internal quiet, turning down the volume inside.
And the final one, discipline builds the soul. This suggests it's not about big, heroic acts. It's more about the small stuff.
Exactly. The inner life isn't built on grand ambitions. It's shaped by the small daily choices. Things like patience when you're frustrated, finding something to be grateful for, taking a moment to reflect. These seemingly mundane acts, doing the little things with intention, they are what truly build character.
So connecting this to now, why does a guide for 15th century monks still hit so hard today?
Well, if you step back, you could argue it's one of the earliest sort of self-development books ever. It teaches mindfulness, focus, emotional regulation, just without any of the modern jargon, and leadership or business even. That message about humility, it directly challenges the ego-driven culture we sometimes see. The most effective leaders often have that quiet strength Kempis talks about.
Yeah, I can see that. It feels like a kind of spiritual ancestor to books like Marcus Aurelius's Meditations or maybe even Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. And it really drives home that point about action over just thinking about things. There's that powerful line, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely unforgettable. At the day of judgment, we shall not be asked what we have read, but what we have done. Puts it all in perspective. Now, okay, the language can feel a bit dated, a bit monastic at times, admittedly, but this isn't really a book to rush through. It's more like a lifelong companion, something to read slowly, reflect on. The core takeaway, I think, is clear. Peace really is an inside job. This book offers a way to live more quietly, more intentionally, with grace.
A perfect place to pause. If these ideas resonated with you, if you found this deep dive helpful, end with don't. Like it, share, and subscribe to our channel.